Born in Oklahoma, one of the greatest ball players of all time, Mickey Mantle. His statue is in front of the OKC's Bricktown Ballpark, home to the OKC Dodgers AAA team. 20-time All-Star, 7-time World Series champ, Mickey Mantle. He also has a pretty solid steakhouse across the street that the Access TV crew enjoyed without a doubt. All right, we now move to the featherweight division, and two fighters looking to crack the Access TV top 5 rankings for the official fighter introductions. Here's Mike Kendall.
On now to our second fight here on the main card, LFA 15. Please welcome, making his way to the blue corner, Emmanuel El Punisher Rivera.
El Punisher, Emmanuel Rivera, 6-0. Fitting nickname, Pat, because he has been making opponents pay with his striking. 3 first-round finishes.
No, he's a talented kid, and you know he's got good work ethic also. And he recognized that he needed to train with good wrestlers. He's improved that a lot. You know, wrestling with former D1 All-Americans, tough guys down here. And look, he's from Oklahoma. They're great wrestlers consistently coming out of this state, have been for decade after decade. True. It's just in the blood. It's in the water down here. Almost, I mean, the basketball players can wrestle down here, to be honest with you. So he's got that good, solid wrestling, and his striking is on point. He's a very tough guy. He's durable. I've seen him take heavy shots and walk right through them and not even blink. Quick guy. And he's got some quick footwork. He likes to do change-up shots, likes to throw the balk right hand, fake that rear kick, and throw it and hurt people with it. So he's creative, but, you know, his style is just kind of stand in the pocket, keep pressure on people, and his power ends up adding up on people, and he's able to put people away with it. Can he do that with Justin Rader? How quickly is Justin Rader going to try and tie him up and take him down? That remains to be seen. He's going to have to move angles, don't move straight back. Sidestep a lot, get those angles and land his shots and hurt Rader.
Please welcome his opponent, making his way to the LFA octagon, fighting out of the red corner, Justin Darth Rader.
One of the most successful American-born jiu-jitsu competitors to make the move to MMA, Justin Rader has been training with former Legacy champion and BJJ world champion Rafael Lovato Jr. for 18 years. But it's not all about his ground game. We'll talk about that. His striking has come a long way too. Rader 3-2 in his last 5.
Yeah, he learned some hard lessons early on. I mean, he did. He got knocked out. We saw him, you know, come in as an extremely decorated world champion jiu-jitsu practitioner and end up getting himself beat up a couple of times in fights. And I think, you know, that realization that the jiu-jitsu alone was not going to get him through it, decided to work extensively on his striking. He's done that, and he understands he's not a world-class striker yet. You know, comparatively, his grappling a 10, he says his striking's a 6. He's being honest about it, which is smart. He understands at this point, use the striking to get in on takedowns, let the grappling take over. You know, later on, as he refines his striking, he may have to depend on that, and he may have to depend on his striking tonight because his opponent, Rivera, has good defense as far as takedowns.
Here's the tail of the tape. Both fighters 30 years old, 3-inch height and substantial 6-inch reach advantage goes to Emmanuel Rivera.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in an LFA featherweight division and is brought to you by One More. #HearMore. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This boxer stands 5'10", weighed in at 146.2 pounds, holding a professional record, 6 wins, 0 defeats, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Training out of American Elite MMA and OWA, fighting out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Emmanuel El Punisher Rivera. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a jiu-jitsu specialist, standing 5'7", weighted 146.8 pounds, holding a professional record, 6 wins, 2 defeats, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout, 2 by way of submission. Training out of Rafael Lovato School of BJJ and fighting out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Justin Darth Rader. When we begin, your referee in charge of the action is Anthony Macias.
All right, fighters, went over the rules in the back. Touch gloves if you want to do it now. Go back to your corner. Let's make it happen.
Closing odds from MMAOddsBreaker.com and Nick Kalikas. Emmanuel Rivera comes in as the favorite, -195. Justin Rader, +155. Fighters touch gloves, and we are underway. LFA 15, this matchup in the featherweight division, and possibly, Pat, fight of the night.
Could be, depends. You know, grappler versus striker sometimes can end up being boring. We'll see if Rivera clams up because he's worried about the takedown attempts from Rader. Sometimes that happens, and then the grappler, afraid of the striking from the striker. Sometimes you end up having a boring fight. So.
Rader with the red tape on his gloves and Rivera with the blue tape on his. You know, we mentioned that Rader comes into this fight 6-2 record, but he's undefeated fighting at featherweight.
Right.
Both his losses were at bantamweight.
Yep. Cutting too much weight, too weak, tired.
Go guys, gotta make contact.
And the grappler now using the kicks, which he doesn't care if somebody grabs his leg and takes him down. That's where he wants to be anyway. So it's actually pretty strategic, pretty smart of a grappler to go ahead and throw a lot of kicks. You can do a lot of damage and eventually get a guy pretty angry about it, and they can take you down where you want to be.
Both fighters exchange some high kicks, not much damage done.
And just to add on to that, the kicks a lot of times will make a striker try to cover the gap quickly, which opens themselves up to takedown. So it's kind of a twofold strategy with that.
Rader slipped in a kick to the ribs. Rivera returns the favor. Hit us up on Twitter tonight, at @RCruck, @Pat Militich, @Access TV Fights, and @Microphone Theme. We want to hear from you guys tonight. Great crowd here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. About 40 minutes outside of OKC.
So Rader standing so sideways with these side kicks. He's leaving himself open, giving the angle up to Rivera for strikes. So he's got to be kind of careful with this.
And now Rader trying for the takedown. Rivera slips out.
Nice job by Rivera to dance his way out of that. Used to be a dance instructor.
Well done. Rivera did say in our fighter meetings, he will not take me down. He'll get desperate and I'll pick him apart.
Look at Rader's midsection. It's all red from the round kicks already. Surprised Rivera's throwing body kicks, to be honest with you.
Low kick from Rader.
Those body kicks allow a grappler to grab your legs a little bit easier, so Rader may be looking for that here eventually if those body kicks keep up.
Rivera, the undefeated fighter, said this is his toughest test yet. And as Pat said, worked as a dance instructor, helped him with his footwork and really taught him how to move in that cage.
And, you know, helped his dating, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Taught the salsa and box trot, you bet. We don't have highlights of that, though, sorry. Rader pays a little bit coming in and gets a kick through to the ribs himself.
Nice timing on that double leg. Oh, grabbing the cage.
Rivera grabbed onto the cage, but now ends up on his back.
Got trapped against the cage there, which was a mistake. You can't get your hips back, can't sprawl.
Rivera holding on tight. Not letting Rader separate himself or create any distance.
Nice elbow from underneath from Rivera.
And Rivera is comfortable fighting off his back. He'll slip those elbows in like you just saw. See what Rader can do here from Rivera's guard.
You know, the minute he opens that guard, he's got to be careful. Rader will be through it like a hot knife through butter. This guy is legit world class when it comes to jiu-jitsu.
Elbow gets through from Justin Rader.
Good ground and pound.
Postures up and drops a couple bombs. Under 30 to go, round number 1.
Rafael Lovado's telling him, get the hand off your head, meaning don't let him control your posture.
Of course, the OKC fans are on the side of Justin Rader as he continues to pound away.
Rivera got to defend a little better.
Strong finish there from Justin Rader. Once he got the takedown, he really went to work.
Stayed busy, shows great endurance. That pace was great, he looked strong.
Everything good. After your kicks, put your hands and go take it down. Okay? After your kicks, put your hands, go take it down.
Sir.
Okay?
The cross hook is going to be there. Show the hands, then change levels. All right? You know you can put him down. Believe in the takedown. Believe in coming forward. When he wants to counter strike, you go in. You go in. Let's start doing 3, 4, and 5 shots now.
Everything else is fine.
You're doing great.
Okay?
You're doing great.
Take your time to breathe right now, okay?
Yeah, same footwork. More footwork. You circle to the left. You're outside his leg. You can't do nothing.
When he throws that kick down the middle.
Jeff Lindsay giving Rivera some ideas there on footwork and positioning, staying outside the feet. Don't give him a chance to shoot. I would like to have heard control the center of the cage. Stay off the cage.
Great audio from our Access TV crew here in Oklahoma City. Pat gives that first round to Justin Rader. Underway, round 2 scheduled for 3.
I don't know about the spinning kicks.
Yeah. Here comes Rader.
Rader tenacious.
He ends up hanging on, look for a single leg.
Macias warning him about grabbing the cage here.
That's the second time,
1
and
point.
yes, 1 point deducted. I like it. He warned him the first time. Second time it happens.
For those that don't know,
Macias takes the point away from Emmanuel Rivera.
Sorry to interrupt. For those that don't know, Anthony Macias, your referee, was in UFC 4, his first appearance in MMA. His fight was against none other than Dan Severn. It's the famous belly-to-back suplex where Anthony Macias got dumped on his head, but Macias ended up having 44 professional fights in mixed martial arts, did quite well in the sport once he started fighting guys that were actually his own size.
And I love that, to get guys like Macias and even like Frank Trigg now, fighters getting in and becoming the third man in the cage is awesome. It's what the sport needs.
They've been there, they understand what the fighters are going through.
Rivera counters as Rader came in. Rader's corner was Rafael Lovato Jr. saying that cross hook will be there. Also believe in your takedowns. We'll see if Rader follows up with that advice.
Yeah, they're trying to get him, you know, Rader to throw punches to get Rivera to counter and then go for the takedown, change levels and hit the takedowns when he's overextended, throwing those punches. Rivera needs to be pumping the jab, standing in his face. Don't let him use the kicks.
Again, we have a timeout. Referee Anthony Macias checks out the tape on Emmanuel Rivera's gloves.
Need to get some scissors in there quick. Well, he's just tearing it all off and starting over.
Macias going to be very busy tonight, working every one of these fights, Pat.
I like it. It's not like referees need a break.
Emmanuel Rivera, his prediction was that he was going to get a TKO in the second round, that he would tire him out in the first and then take him down and TKO him in the second.
Well, after losing the first round and now down a point already from the penalty, he better get a knockout.
Well put. Solid exchange. See if Rivera picks up the pace a little bit. And he caught Rader. And now Rader shoots in. Nice sprawl and takedown defense from Rivera.
Rivera got to get off the cage.
Rader just missed with a huge shot, continuing to move forward. And Rivera counters.
That's the problem. Coming forward like this, you run into punches, and he's done it a couple times already.
Love this action here in the second round. Here comes Rivera.
Slap to the liver and then a right hand to the body.
Heard that one echo through the arena. And once again, Rader shoots in.
Trapped against the cage again. Rader's got his hands locked. Down you go.
Nice takedown from Justin Rader.
Rader, nice job pulling that post out from underneath him, that arm. Rivera needed that to scoot up the cage.
And this is where Rader was at his best in that first round. Grounding and pounding and getting elbows through. Really making Rivera pay.
Getting that takedown with about 2 minutes left in the fight. Rivera winning first 3 minutes of this round. See what kind of damage that Rader can do now to try and equal things out or steal the round.
Stands up and lands a couple shots to the face of Rivera. Circling around is Rader. High kick from Rader, counter from Rivera.
Rader not able to turn his hips over on his kicks. That's why he's not hurting Rivera with him.
Rivera got a strike through. Both fighters teeing off. The fans here in Shawnee going nuts. Nice shot from Rivera, gets through and stuns Rader.
Rader not moving his head to get out of the way of this stuff. He's hurt.
Rader could be hurt or gassing out. Oh, big knee from Rivera.
Oh, buddy.
Raider ate that knee as he shot in for a takedown.
Yeah, when you're moving forward, you've got to be moving your head.
Hanging onto Rivera's knee. And now looking for the takedown is Justin Rader.
Rader showing a lot of endurance to take the punishment that he has and still get another takedown. The style of fighting for him right now up against a guy who's a better striker than he is, there's a sense of desperation which can fatigue you, gas you a lot during a fight. Take you out of your comfort zone, and that's certainly what's happening with Rader, but he's stepping up the best he can.
That's going to do it for round number 2. Incredible back and forth action. Justin Rader ate a solid knee and was able to survive as we listen into the corners.
Okay, it's 1-1. You need to win this round. Now, okay? Believe your hands now. Now the time for believe your hands and take it out, Sky. Okay, pressure, take it down.
Believe in your hands.
Rivera, nice job in this round. He did get taken down a couple times, but really nice job of landing some solid shots. Landing that right hand to the head. Set it up well also by throwing to the body quite a bit, changing levels. And there's that kick to the body that ended up a knee to the head of Rader also. Rader coming forward constantly. Relentless attacks, but eating a lot of leather on his way in. And here he is getting the takedown, showing that endurance after all the abuse. He's in shape, there's no doubt.
Are you ready?
That actually should be 10-9 Rader from Pat Miletich. Let's get an update from the corner in Phoenix, Cannavale.
We can't hear.
I was listening to Emmanuel Rivera's coach, and he was saying, I need you to box. I need you to box like you've never boxed before and dig deep.
Thanks, Phoenix. Round number 3, and here we go. Rader back, takes Rivera down.
Big mistake, got overextended, rushed in, got taken down.
And you can't do much boxing from your back. Rivera trying to stand this fight back up. Justin Rader has been dominant in this position. throughout this bout.
Yeah, and Rivera won that last round on the cards off of his fighting, but because the point got deducted from him for grabbing the cage, it's a draw on the round on the scorecards. So he's got to have a knockout now.
Great point from the Hall of Famer.
That or a 10-8.
Right.
And he can't do it from his back, I guarantee you that.
Close on his chin. Drop the elbows, Rader.
Rader's prediction was that he would finish this fight on the ground, and he has been extremely impressive from this position. Working from inside the Rivera guard. And Emmanuel Rivera tried to push off and get this fight back on its feet, but Rader slides back down.
Rader now, half guard. It won't be long before he gets cross sides or mount. There you go.
Man, you called that one, my friend.
Well, when you've got a guy this good, you know, training with Rafael Lovato Jr., who's arguably one of the greatest grapplers on the planet that's alive today, you know, it's no surprise that Rader's going to be mauling Rivera on the ground once he gets him there. Rivera's got, they're sweaty, they're slippery. Rivera has got to create some sort of scramble here and break free. Go for broke, give up position, do whatever you got to do to get out of here.
Rader and Lovato Jr.'s relationship goes back 18 years. We got to give the former legacy champ Rafael Lovato Jr. credit. He's coming off a 13-second TKO in Bellator. And his fighter, Justin Rader, looking very impressive in this third round.
Heels are dug in.
Rivera trying to peel him off.
He's putting down a lot of pressure there. Hooked in with those legs. He's driving his hips forward. I guarantee Rader feels like a giant piece of concrete on him. Unless you've grappled with somebody who's this good on the ground, you just don't quite understand how heavy somebody can be. Wow, Rivera, nice explosion.
Slips out, and with a minute 45 to go, the fighters are back on their feet.
I'd say stop kicking and start punching, son. Lower your stance, be ready for the takedown, and start boxing. Stand right in his face. Don't rush in, just walk him down, trap him against the cage, and unload. There you go, overextended again. Rader, nice job.
Great job from Justin Rader. Plants Emmanuel Rivera on his back again.
This is why you need the jab against a guy this good, a guy that's intent on taking you down. Establish the jab and establish that distance. Makes it a lot tougher for guys to get the momentum to shoot. You don't get overextended. You're probing with the jab constantly, setting up other strikes. When you just come out with a big step forward, throw a right hand, you open yourself up wide.
Under a minute to go in the third and final round. Rivera has yet to taste defeat. Whoa, Justin Rader just missed with a nasty shot.
40 seconds.
Can Emmanuel Rivera pull out the magic? He starts firing away. Looking for that Hail Mary shot.
Where's the uppercut?
Catches him and continues to tee off on Justin Rader. Under 20 to go. Rader moving away. Body shot from Rivera. And nice straight from Rader. Right back down on the canvas.
Nice job by Rader in this fight, showing great endurance, man. Use the striking just enough.
Justin Rader looking like a beast at featherweight. Fans appreciate it here in Oklahoma.
Rivera most likely taking his first loss. Is going to learn a lot from this fight. He's going to go back, watch the film, and realize his mistakes. In MMA, that's a maturing moment when you go from being undefeated to your first loss. You really do learn a lot. You become a real fighter at that point, in my mind. If you can come back from it and improve, you become a real fighter.
Who was your first loss against?
My first loss was against Matt Hume, who at the time was ranked #1 in the world.
Man.
And he's still to this day one of the greatest minds in MMA, one of the best tacticians. His grappling skills, his striking were amazing, way ahead of his time.
If you don't know who Matt Hume is, Google it. You might know why Mighty Mouse Johnson is such a dominant fighter in the UFC.
Yeah.
He coaches him.
The sport has not evolved past Matt Hume's technical aspects, trust me.
Well done, Pat. Scorecard is giving this fight to Justin Rader. We will see if the judges here in Shawnee, Oklahoma agree. We thought this could be possibly the fight of the night, and Rader and Rivera did not disappoint.
No, they didn't. They delivered, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of MMA, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score the bout 29-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Justin Darth Rader.
Justin Rader earns his 4th straight victory, remains unbeaten in the featherweight division, and he's standing by with Phoenix Carnivale.
Justin, Darth Rader, you certainly used the force tonight. What an exciting fight. Talk to us about your thoughts on your opponent.
Tough as nails. No, he proved it. Tough as nails. I mean, 3 rounds, hardest, everything I got just to get to him, to get to me. He really surprised me how tough he is, but he's 6-0 for a reason. And man, my hat's off to my opponent. He trained hard, but at the end of the night, you know, giving my best, I was able to pull it out.
I've got to say, we were so surprised to see you come out kicking right away.
You know, it's something I've been working a lot on. Obviously, I have a lot more work to do, but I'm gonna keep working at it. I want the belt in this division. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm pushing for. I want it. Give me my shot. Give me my shot. Whoever you want me to fight next, let's get it going. I'm ready.
Well, you certainly proved yourself tonight. He said that he was going to break you.
My hat's off to him. You know, he gave his best. He couldn't get it done. Let's see if there's someone else who can.
Congratulations. We look forward to seeing more of you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, Justin Rader improves to 7-2. He came in as the underdog, but walks out of the LFA octagon with the win here tonight. After a quick break, one of Oklahoma's top bantamweight wrestlers, Tyler Shin, takes on the undefeated Muay Thai phenom, Kendall Carnahan. More LFA 15 coming up.